Okay, today we're doing volume of rectangular prisms. Okay, volume is the amount of space a 3D figure takes up. Okay? So it's just the amount of stuff inside of the shape, really. Okay, that's what volume is. Okay, when we're getting volume of a prism, it's pretty simple. Okay, it's the product. Remember, product means multiplication. Okay, it's the product of the area of the base and the height of the prism. Okay, so that's what it's going to be for all the prisms. Area of the base and then times the height of the prism. Okay, the only thing that's going to change from figure to figure is the area of the base, because we have rectangular, triangular, and cylinders. Okay, today we're doing rectangular. So rectangular is pretty simple. Okay, so as we said up there, volume is area of the base times the height. Okay, that's a generic formula. You don't have to worry too much about that. I'll give you a formula for each shape. So for a rectangular prism, okay, we want the area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle. Okay, and that equals just length times width. Pretty simple. So that's part of our formula. Volume equals length times width. And then our last part is the height of the prism, so times height. So this is the formula you want to use right here. Volume equals length times width times height. Very simple, just multiplying three numbers. Okay, here's the example here. Once again, I want you to write down the formula. Volume equals length times width times height. Now I usually like to write down these measurements on the side here just so I know I have everything I need. Okay, we look at length. Okay, for geometry's sake, we usually call the length the longest, side of a rectangle. So right here will be our length. Okay, and then the 7 yards would be our width. And then lastly, the height is always, the vertical line. Okay, the line that goes up and down. Okay, so that means that this 6 yards is our height. And then you substitute those numbers in. So volume equals 9 times 7 times 6. 9 times 7 times 6. And you get the volume equals 378 yards. Now this is where it's going to be different. Before with area we had it squared, but for volume now it's going to be cubed, an exponent of 3. That's very important. Okay, don't forget. Okay, for volume it's cubed now. Okay, it's very important. Do not forget this. And that's it. Okay, if you ever have trouble finding out what your length, width, and height are for your rectangular prisms, okay, volume is pretty easy for this shape. Okay, even if you mess up the order of your numbers, say you put a 7 first instead of a 9, okay, so you did 7 times 9 times 6, you'll still get the same answer. It's not going to affect your answer if you mess up the order of your numbers. Okay, so don't stress too much of, oh, what's my length, what's my width. Okay, it's not going to mess up your answer if you switch them around. And that's it. If you have any questions, come on Google Classroom.